What is going on, YouTube? PPS back here. It is the 1st of September. Welcome to September. We're back for some football now. College football is going to start up today. Obviously, we'll continue to do MLB stuff. I might even do MLB plays on the same videos, stuff like that. Might mix it up a little bit like that. But, yeah, MLB has been great to us. It was a fantastic season. And obviously, this is day one of college football, so I will have a play on here for college football. Make sure you follow me over on Twitter for MLB stuff. I will still have that. I'll have an article up for an MLB play today yet. But obviously, football is back, and I'm very excited to get into it today. I didn't bet much. I think I only had 2 bets for last week's week 0 college football. I think this is actually the first week to start betting personally, just because I mean, a lot of these places are neutral sites and all those, and it's more of like I don't want to say more of a fun thing, but there's a lot more involved than just a game there, right? So I didn't bet much there. I didn't have a YouTube play of the day video yesterday. We just had passed the prop yesterday. So it's been a little bit. Obviously, didn't see you guys yesterday, but first of the month, if you guys do want to sign up for my Patreon, that is in my link in my Twitter description. I never push it. I understand that a lot of guys are against that and not wanting to pay for picks, but it does helps me do this a little bit more full time, trying to at least, trying to grind and do all this stuff. But without further ado, let's get into our plays here. I'm only going to have one here. Like I said, I will have an article out on Twitter. So if you guys don't already follow me there, follow me here at Player Props Savant over on Twitter. All right, guys. Only one spot today. My biggest thing here is I'm not going to use a ton of last season's stats, obviously, in week 1. We have no idea what these offenses are going to look like. Make sure you take that into consideration when you're betting these. I will be betting this for 1 unit. I also will be kind of more going off of team numbers and individual statistics than just going into like last year's numbers. Obviously, there's a lot of people missing. But I'm going to Oklahoma State, Central Michigan today. I love the over here at 58. You guys know I backed Central Michigan a ton. I loved betting them last year in the MAC. They were always one of my favorite ones to bet. Them in Buffalo, they were my favorite teams to bet. Central Michigan was fantastic last year. And I actually really like their coach. McElwain is there, 20-13 in his 3 years there. They were actually 24th in total offense last year, which was surprising to me. I knew they were good, but I didn't know that number was that high, right? I thought they were pretty good, but I mean, they were damn good. They had an elite offense there. They were playing extremely well. Obviously, they didn't have the success there towards the end. I think they actually did win their bowl game. Obviously, Richardson was very, very good last year at the quarterback position for them. I know that I think that the first 3 games they had a different quarterback there. But I'm just looking into the guys that I know are going to be back this year. And I really, really, really like this running back, guys. This running back is legit, right? He was the MAC Player of the Year last year. His name is Lou Nichols. If you haven't heard of him, you're going to hear of him tonight. He's fantastic. Only thing I'm really worried about for this team is their offensive line guards. I think both of their guards are gone. But I believe their tackle is still intact there. And this offensive line was extremely good last year. Obviously, Lou Nichols, let me read off his stats last year. 1,848 rushing yards, averaging 5.5 a carry. And then he still had 40 catches for almost 400 yards. This dude was fantastic last year. He's an elite player. Obviously, was great for them. Dallas Dixon is a returning guy. Pimpleton was my favorite guy on this team. He's gone. But Dallas Dixon had 700 yards last year. You also have Joel Wilson that had 400 receiving yards as a tight end. And obviously Lou Nichols was 400 receiving yards. So there's a lot of pieces still here. And I get it. But this defense is going to be trash. It's going to be really, 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 really bad, guys. This defense lost pretty much everybody they had, right? Their 2 top pass rushers gone. 2 top linebackers gone. I believe one of them was Troy Brown, which is one of their best guys. They had a lot of dudes get transferred out, right? I believe their best player on defense was a guy named Devontae Reed. He's at South Carolina now. that Troy Brown, the guy I just mentioned, as a linebacker. He's at Ole Miss. And George Douglas was the other linebacker I was going to mention there, and he went to SMU. So they got absolutely torched there. I think Oklahoma State's going to have a field day, and let me go into them a little bit here. You got Sanders, right? Sanders is obviously going to do his thing here. He was great last year. Oklahoma State averaged 31 points a game. Spencer Sanders, obviously, I think he might be one of those guys who might have a chance at sneaking into the back end of the Heisman voting. Obviously, Oklahoma State, if you guys didn't remember, lost to Baylor on that last-second dive for the end zone. They missed by 1 yard. So they were that close to being the Big 12 champs, right? But obviously, Spencer Sanders, first-team All-Big 12 preseason. He was first-team All-Big 12 last year. He has the ability to dual threat, right? Obviously, almost 2,900 passing yards and obviously almost 700 rushing yards there last year. I think Oklahoma State is absolutely going to torch this defense. I think I was thinking about taking the team total there, but then I thought about it, and I think that Oklahoma State has lost enough guys for Central Michigan to score here too. They have, like I said, they have an elite guy there. They have a guy that can compete at this level, and Lou Nichols there. And Oklahoma State lost their top tackler, Malcolm Rodriguez. He was an absolute beast. He was a star out there at the Big 12 there, and they lost both their starting safeties. I think that Oklahoma State will have a field day with this defense, but I think that Central Michigan has the ability to score here, right? You have a coach here that coached at Florida. He has the ability in these big-time environments to coach these guys up and be there, right, and be present into this moment. This is a big game for them. And also, Central Michigan is not a rollover team. Like we saw them last year, right? Last year, they had 2 games like this, right? I believe they faced off against SEC Missouri and SEC LSU, right? So they've played big-time schools, and they scored 24 points versus Missouri at Missouri, and they scored 21 points at LSU, right? So they played in very tough environments there. They gave up 34 points to Missouri, and they gave up 49 to LSU. But one of 2 games went over, and the other one was a push. But to that number, to 58. But if we're going to get 21 points, I think that Oklahoma State scores 37 easily, right? I think that this is going to be pretty close in the beginning. I think in the start of this game, Central Michigan is going to come out and kind of show that they can score. And then I think Oklahoma State takes it over, right? So I think the spread's a little bit high for me to take them. But I do like the Central Michigan offense enough to score points here. I love this spot. Central Michigan over 58.5 or 58. It was at 58.5. I saw it was at 50, up to 60 at some points. But today on DraftKings, 58 minus 115. Lock it in, baby. Let's cash it. Again, guys, if you want more content, follow me over on Twitter, and we'll have more plays out for you guys for tonight. But happy week 1 of college football. If you guys want more plays, DM me over on Twitter. We'll make sure I kind of give you guys the background of what we do and our other stuff for our VIP chat and stuff like that. So, yeah, let's cash it, guys. First game of the season. I'll make sure I'm going to run a running total for my college football stuff and for NFL this year. We're going to try and do that for you guys on the show here live so you guys can see how we're doing overall every single day. So, hopefully we start out with a win. Oklahoma State, Central Michigan, over 58. Have a good one, guys.